Hello everybody, and what is going on? So today I thought it would be a good idea finally to get around to doing a latest pickup video. Now if you frequent my channel you will know that I'm in the middle of moving, so things have been a little bit scatty at the moment. However, we are not going to let that stop us from getting new clothes, because fashion is always moving, style is always evolving, you've got to keep up. Well, it's not that deep. But anyway, enough with the intro talk, let's just jump straight into it. So the first thing on my list I have to show you is something that I got from the thrift store. It is this vintage, or I think it's vintage, patterned knitwear sweatshirt. Now I picked this up from the thrift store not knowing what brand it was, simply because someone has ripped out the label. So this could be from Primark, this could be from Topman, this could be from Versace for all I know. But all of that is irrelevant because we're not looking at the brand, obviously. We are looking at this knitwear jumper in its entirety. Now strictly your first impressions, I am really liking this knitwear jumper. I definitely love the patterns on this, especially that I'm into that whole like vintage 90s 80s sort of thing. So I definitely think that this fits my style block. I can already imagine an outfit to pair this with. It's definitely one of those jumpers that you can dress up or dress down. You can have like a nice little button-up shirt underneath this and have this on top, swags. Or you can dress it down casually and just wear like a t-shirt underneath it, because you don't want to wear this on its own. These like knitwear jumpers get really itchy. However, I am a massive fan of this jumper and my eyes lit up when I saw this on the rail at the thrift store. I was like, ding ding ding, it is mine. Well, that's not the sound the cash register makes, but that's the sound that I had in my head. So there's a lot of crazy patterns going on. There's a lot of squares, there's a lot of lines, there's a lot of stuff going vertically, there's a lot of stuff going horizontally. This knitwear jumper is all over the place and I love it. So let me just give you a nice little close-up of the jumper, so you can see the jumper in its entirety here. Nice little squares on the collar, nice little crazy patterns all over the shirt. Goes all the way down to the sleeves, to the cuff, and you've got the exact same pattern on the back. I think this is a size medium, but it fits a little bit baggy, and I'm really happy with this jumper. Unfortunately, it's summer, so I'm not going to get a lot of use out of it, but it's definitely going to be the first thing I'm going to wear on the first day of autumn, which is in October, I think. The knitwear jumper. Now the next thing that I got from the thrift store was this purple Nike t-shirt. Now this is definitely one of those t-shirts that I would have worn in the mid 2000s. Like literally in the mid 2000s I was a JD warrior. T-shirts 2 for £20, this was probably one of the t-shirts you could have bought. However, for me it's a little bit of a blast from the past. I just remember wearing these kinds of t-shirts religiously. So back in the mid 2000s, these kind of t-shirts were like the pinnacle of fashion for me. So it's just nice to see one again. I don't think you can really call this vintage, but it is a really cool t-shirt. I mean, look at that. There's an Air Max 90 on the front of this t-shirt with sporty inspirational quotes written all over it. Like, just do it. Take it to the max. It's gotta be the shoes. And for some reason it says South Bank Skaters on here. But it's fine, we'll just roll with it. So yeah, this is a really nice t-shirt and I am looking forward to pairing this with an outfit. So let me just give you a close-up of the design on the front of the t-shirt. You got your Air Max on the front and the rest of this is just purple. Nike t-shirt, you're just done now. Now the next thing that I got from the thrift store was another purple Nike t-shirt. This one I like a little bit more because it's a little bit more subtle. You have your timeless Nike swoosh and just do it. You only have one inspirational quote on this t-shirt, which is all you need. I definitely think that this will be easier to style than the other t-shirt that I've got. So let me just give you a quick close-up of this t-shirt. Nice and subtle on the front and just purple all over the back. Let's just quickly compare the two here. But I will say that Nike are really bad with their sizing, because this is a size large, this is a size medium, but if you put them together, they're pretty much the same length, more or less. What, there's like half an inch difference there? But we can forgive them, seeming that Nike's been around since like the dawn of time. And that is everything that I have to show you that I got from the thrift store. So let's move on to something a little bit more current. So on Friday, I went to Palace. I was gonna go on Saturday because I had a little drop going on that had the Palace magazine come out, but I didn't have any time on Saturday, so I went the day before just to see what they had left in stock, and I was definitely not disappointed, because I got myself a couple of things that I set out to get in the first place, and one of those things was the Palace book. So if you're a fan of Palace, I highly recommend you pick up this book. It's got a lot of photography, a couple of stories about their heritage, and it's just a really interesting read. So here are a couple of pages. I'm not going to show you the entire book because I don't want to, like, you know, get done for copyright or something like that. But it's a really good and interesting read. There are a lot of really good photos in there that sort of give you more of an insight into Palazzo's vibe, and you get an iron-on of Al's old house, so you can like put that on a t-shirt. I would probably recommend putting it on a Palazzo t-shirt. Here is what that particular iron-on will look like when you put it onto a t-shirt. It must have been super handy to live above a Greggs. I wish I lived above a Greggs. So this is the Palazzo book. I believe you can still cop these in store, maybe online they're like £45, but trust me, it's worth it. Now the next thing that I got from Palazzo was the Palazzo Shelly pants. Came in a cool little dust bag, and I got them in a light blue because I thought it would be different to get them in a little unconventional colour like light blue, and I like a little bit of a challenge when it comes to putting outfits together. I've got these in a small because I'm not that tall, tragic, but I'll give you a quick little tour around these bottoms. Classic elastic. The shell bottoms, you've got a little pouch on the inside of the bottoms where you can put like, I don't know, small items. So it's no wonder they say Palazzo is better for bunning. Certified Palazzo tag on the inside leg stunting, classic drawstrings, really subtle hits of the Palazzo branding, classic shell suit, zip on the bottom cuff, got your zip pockets, zip pocket on the back, and it's just a really nice pair of shell suit bottoms, super comfortable by the way, love the colour, overall a really nice piece. Now the last thing that I got from Palazzo is something that was very related to the last piece. How are you going to complete the Palazzo shell suit bottoms? With the Palazzo shell suit top, you can't get one without the other, and trust me, when you wear them both together, you look like you're about to drop fire on the mic. That's if you're an MC, of course. I have to say that this shell suit top is just as comfortable as the bottoms. I'm super happy that I got the pair of them. So let me give you a quick close-up of the Shelly top. So on the top here, you've got a nice subtle Palazzo P for the zip. Silver zip all the way down. Zip pockets on the left and the right. You've got a cord on the bottom here, so you can just like strap up. On the inside, you can see the Palazzo spell out, and it's a size large. Nothing too exciting on the inside. It's just all plain and streamlined, and it is just really comfortable to wear. And I think I'm going to keep it on for the rest of the video. And lastly, you've got a really subtle Palazzo hit on the cuff there, and that is the shell suit top. So when you buy something from a big brand like Supreme or Palazzo, it doesn't necessarily have to scream Palazzo. The low-key stuff is just as good as the hype stuff, and sometimes I prefer getting the low-key stuff. I am a really big fan of this light blue. Now the last thing on my list I have to show you today is something that I got from Nike SB, and they are the Nike SB Zoom GTS. Now I've wanted these shoes for a little while now. If you frequent my videos, you will know that I have completely messed up my Vans. As you can see here, I've pretty much beaten up these Vans, and they need to retire to just being skate shoes now. So that's what they are. They're going to live in the back of my car with my skateboard, which is a shame really. I had a lot of memories with these. Sounds a bit too sentimental. That's because it is. So we're going to get rid of those, and we're going to make way for the brand new Beta. Now these are a really nice pair of shoes. I think this is definitely one of Nike's best skate shoes. I went into Nighttown to cop a pair of these, but they were all sold out. The guy in the Nighttown store said to me that as soon as the GTS comes into the Nike store, it gets sold out pretty much instantly. So I managed to find a pair of these in size, and I am really happy with these shoes. They're super comfortable. You get two pairs of laces. You get a white pair and a black pair. I completely switched out the black pair for the white pair. I think it looks really nice like this, and it pays a nice little homage to my old Vans. So the GTS is going to be my brand new Beta. I am really happy with these shoes. You can still buy these in size, and I think these were like 50, 60 pounds ish. So let me give you a close-up of my new favorite shoes. Subtle Nike branding on the side, even more subtle Nike branding on the back, the top of the shoe, the bottom of the shoe, and this is how I lace my beaters: crisscross, 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 and put the rest in there hidden. It is just a nice clean shoe, and I cannot wait to break these in. And that is everything that I have to show you today. Also, in my previous two videos, I shared a link to my Spotify playlist, the Chillmate playlist and the Grindmate playlist. I'm also going to be making a new playlist called Housemate. This is like all the house tunes that I listen to, especially during festival season. I'm hoping a lot of you will get some good use out of this playlist. So I'm going to leave a link in the description down below to the Housemate playlist. If you like this video, then you can give it a nice little like. If you want to subscribe and see more what I do, because I do a lot of fashion-based stuff, lifestyle-based stuff, and style-based stuff, then you can by using a subscribe button that can be located anywhere on this webpage. If you want to ask me a question for my next Q&A video, then you can by leaving a comment in the comment section down below with the hashtag AskMate. I try to answer as many questions as possible. Share this video with your friends. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram at SickMate. And that is everything. Bye. This is my TV. It's a 55-inch. It's pretty massive, but I got it for a good deal at Argos. Always got to get those good deals.